Okay, this is one of the grants that we wrote. What's your cord there? The students wanted to do something to benefit the whole school. So, but I'm a storyteller, so just let me kind of warm into this. When I was growing up, my dad had polio, and so some things inspire you to create art. Sometimes it's a really positive thing, sometimes it's not so positive. So when he had polio, he decided he would develop his own walking stick, and he made them very ornate and unique. He was making folk art. He did not know this. And when he came to rescue me when my car broke down when I was at the university, I happened to be parked near the art gallery there, the art center. And so the curator came out and saw his cane, and with his encouragement and Minnie Adkins' encouragement and a few others, my dad put his work in the Kentucky Folk Art Center, and then that's how I ended up paying for graduate school. My first degree was paid for with art. Art's very valuable. Art is cross-cultural. It spans through time. It reaches everybody. There's no language barrier when it comes to art. And it's so valuable, but our school doesn't have those opportunities. We don't have a music program. We do not have a dance program, an art program. We don't. We don't have any of that. It seems like when funding is cut, those are the first things to go. So I had a very clean, orderly classroom. It was nice, but it was very bland. And so last year I asked our district for money to change that, and I thought, well, if I can pay for grad school with art, I can put something in my classroom. And so I did. I borrowed from Monet, and you can see, I don't know, I guess you guys can see, I decided to put a mural on my wall. And I thought, you know, unique seating is kind of in right now, so we tried that. We put some benches, we put some stools, and unique lighting to make it look like it was in the outdoors, and kids really loved it. Students who weren't even in my class came by to just look at it and to sit in there after school sometimes, because we had bean bags and we had benches and it was just a unique and fun place to be. And so when we got started this school year, the kids said, well, your room's nice. Maybe we can take it outside of this room. And so they have put together 2 grants, and some of their goals for this particular one is to learn about and appreciate the arts. So we're going to go back to the Kentucky Folk Art Center, kind of where it started for me as a youth, and they're going to do a tour, and they're going to see some of my dad's work, which is on permanent display there. And I don't know if they have any of my work there. I've had work there before and in other places, but they're going to develop their skills in the art. We're going to learn about the art process, you know, what constitutes art, and it can be anything. We're going to showcase our students' work, put them behind the driver's seat, and let them create their own art. They're going to have art on canvas. They're going to teach art classes. They're going to do a basketry class. They're going to do a cooking class. They're going to develop a cookbook. They're going to do a whole lot of artistic things in our school. We're going to do one group of art that's going to travel. It'll be a traveling showcase. Hannah, do you want to talk about it a little bit? Tell a little bit about it. Come on. I know she's facilitating, but she's also working on this project.
We decided to pick some pieces from the past, very famous pieces, and also some pieces that showcase our town. We have a little store called Sparks. It's an original. But we really wanted to showcase art and bring it out. We wanted to show it has an importance, even though we may not have it implemented in our school, that it is important, and we wanted to, sorry, I'm on the spot.
Want to showcase that. Yeah, we have a lot of talented, let me say one more thing. We have a lot of talented people in our community, and a lot of people are artisans and they don't even realize that they are. Some people are very talented in the kitchen, you know, Cuisinart. People who, I mean, how many people know how hot the skillet has to be before you pour the cornbread in? Because if you don't know that, you're not going to make good cornbread. Cooking is an art. We're going to develop a cookbook with folktales, get that out. Use our community artisans to do that. This is so important because the generations that have come before us have all these unique talents and skills, but are we really channeling that down to our youth. Are they becoming skilled in these things? And they should be. That's our gift to them. Let's see, what was one of the other? Basketry. How many people in this room know how to weave a basket? That's a wonderful art. We're going to teach students how to do that. The Appalachian lap dulcimer, I mentioned my dad earlier. Canes were one of the things that he made when he was younger. He had to use that as a tool. But that developed into dulcimers, psalteries, other musical instruments. And so I picked up the dulcimer. I taught that in our school. We're going to have a dulcimer class. We've got materials coming to set up a recording studio so that our kids will not only know how to play the Appalachian lap dulcimer, which is a mountain instrument developed right here in our mountains, but they're also going to be able to record those and to share those. And those will be down forever on a CD. They can share that with their children. It's not going anywhere. You know, we can share that with their youth. 2 minutes. Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
I just have a statement.